Hello guys and welcome back to another FPL video. I know it's pretty early into Game Week 13, but Game Week 14 is just around the corner. So I decided to start making videos early on so you can have the best information possible at your disposal when choosing what to do with the players you have. Now let's see how my team is set up for Game Week 13. So far 0 points, only one game between Brighton and Southampton. It could have been way worse for me. Mitoma scored 1 with an assist, Downs and Armstrong on the other side. Southampton got a goal disallowed at 2-1 where Archer scored and Armstrong was barely offside and he influenced the game or some shenanigans. Let's not say another word starting with SNH, but yep. At the end of the day, 1-1. Mitoma with 3 bonuses. Stupinian, pretty interesting that he ends up on 2. While not scoring, not assisting, not keeping a clean sheet, he ends up on 2 bonus points. That is what Stupinian tends to do. He tends to make some interesting take some interesting points and make it looks easy. Stephens on the other side, another option in defense that got nothing and still ended on 2 bonus, but Brighton are just a better side overall compared to Southampton. Let's duplicate this. I want to investigate something after that, but yeah, let's continue discussing the team. Elsewhere, I'm captaining Salah. If you were on the stream, you know it. If you weren't, here it is for you. So far 0 points from me, but probably as you are watching this video, this have changed. Let's see how it goes. Moving into Game Week 14, we have Sanchez in goal against Southampton. I think Southampton has been solid, apart from the mistakes that they've been making in defense. Next week, Harold Bellis, I think Stevens and Dibling. Oh no, Downs, Harold Bellis and Dibling are out of the game, so that would mean that they will be heavily weakened, and that would lead to Palmer being my captain for the week, saving the team for now. But yeah, in defense, it will be Timber against United. I know it's not optimal, but I'm doing that. 8 Nuri against Everton. And I'm strongly deliberating, should I put Howe against Liverpool or O'Shea against Palace? And for now, I'm going to opt for O'Shea. Just for now. In midfield, Salah against Newcastle. Probably going to be the vice-captain. Palmer against Southampton with so many issues that I mentioned. I think it's going to be the best decision to go for Palmer as a captain. And Mbumo against Villa, I will keep him. Bruno against Arsenal, so I will have 4 away fixtures in my midfield, 2 in defense and 1 in attack. Cunha against Everton will remain if he's fit. Watkins against Brentford, I think this is one of the fixtures where I will reap the benefits of having Watkins, but let's see. And Isaac against Liverpool, it's a blank week, but as you can see, then he faces Brentford, Leicester, Ipswich, Villa, United, Spurs, Wolves, Bournemouth, Southampton, Fulham. None of these teams scream clean sheet for now, so yeah, I will be believing in Isaac. The biggest issue on my team, it's in the thumbnail, it's in the title, it's Konate. What to do with Konate? He has a 25% chance playing. Make that a 0 chance percent of playing. I think he is out for 5-6 weeks, and 5-6 weeks, let's say we start on the 1st of December, adding 40 days, that is around game week 21, around it to return. That's mental. That's 8 game weeks where he will be missed. So we will need to investigate a replacement, and that's what we're going to do in this video. We're going to pinpoint a replacement for him and how we are going to approach buying other players to cover him. Now, moving into the defenders, we are going to discuss defenders. So far, no injuries in midfield or no injuries in attack that are going to be as influential as Konate being out 14% of the game. That's mostly engaged managers that are still playing, still there, and still want to do it. So we are going to start. I'm going to start with something interesting. I'm going to start with Liverpool. So if you have the budget, please go for Virgil van Dijk. That is the best decision you can make for your defense, swapping Konate with Van Dijk. In my case, though, I have 5.6 only, so Virgil is out of the equation. But if you still have the money and you want to go for a Liverpool defender, Virgil van Dijk is your guy. 22% ownership. I feel that is pretty high, considering like I don't rate him as an option that much because he's as expensive as, for example, someone like Vardio, but still 22%, that's a massive number, and 57 points so far. I think He has been on the low side, only 1 goal so far. I think that number will increase pretty soon. So yeah, if you can swap Konate, go with Virgil. Now there is something interesting. Gomez or Kwanzaa, who is playing as a Virgil van Dijk's partner? I think there is going to be rotation. I think that Slot is pretty pissed about that injury, and I think Gomez and Kwanzaa are going to fight for that place. I think that Gomez is 1 step ahead of Kwanzaa, but if something happens to either Trent or keeps happening to Bradley, Gomez is the only right back option that they have currently in the team. So Kwanzaa at 3.9 might become a starter. That's a big might, if, but, or whatever you want to add as a question word there. But yeah, Kwanzaa might be an option pretty soon once again. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. I don't know what's happening there, but if you are willing to hold and wait and see, I think that's the move to wait and see, going for Kwanzaa or for Gomez. Looking at the fixtures and looking at the fixture difficulty rating for the next, let's say, 7 weeks, we're going to discuss. I don't see a team that I'm saying, okay, this team is mentally good and I want to own a defender. Arsenal, I already own one. If I can go and buy Gabriel or Saliba, once again, I'm going to do it, but I just prefer Virgil for that price. So it's a no-go for an Arsenal defender. Then you look at the teams like City. Yes, Gvardiol is an amazing option. Even though they're not keeping a clean sheet, he's scoring left, right, and center, and he's 30% on, so he's doing well. And I think he's due a price drop pretty soon. But yeah, Gvardiol, a very, very solid option. Poro is an amazing option, but they have so many issues defensively. They have Van den Ven missing, they have Romero question mark, and they have Vicario out for a foreseeable future. They have Fulham, Bournemouth, so Fulham, forget about it, this is this week. Bournemouth, then it's Southampton, then it's Forest. So the hard fixtures are at home, the easy fixtures are away. They tend to mix good results with bad results, good results with bad results, so I'm pretty much not sure I want to go for Pedro Porro at 5.5. Next up is Nottingham Forest, and they have been amazing, but they have one of the worst fixture runs defensive-wise, facing City, United, Villa, Brentford and Spurs. You can add Liverpool to the mix in Gameweek 21, and that screams issues. Forest, a no-go. Then you go to Everton, skip Gameweek 13, they have Liverpool, Arsenal, Chelsea, City and Forest, and then Villa, and then Spurs, and then Brighton up until 23rd week. That is awful. Skip. United, moving into Arsenal, Forest and City, and we don't know nothing yet about Amorim. An issue. Then you move to Fulham. Yes, Fulham are with a bad fixture on. Spurs, Brighton, Arsenal, Liverpool, Chelsea. It almost cannot get any worse, apart from Southampton at home and Bournemouth. Yeah, if you're investing after 18, I'm all hands for it, but for now, staying away. Aston Villa, a good team to consider. That's the first team I want to mention. Brentford, Southampton, Forest, Brighton, Leicester. So here, Brentford can score, Forest can score, City, Newcastle. Like, realistically, I see 2 clean sheets on the horizon. So Aston Villa, once again, not the fan of. Everyone was going with Gine and he got benched. I don't know what to make of this, but Konsa is the only real option to go for. Now we reach Gay. For me, Palace currently hard no-go. 8 Nouri is the first defensive option that I like, really like, but I already own him. 16% of the people already own him. They have Bournemouth, Everton, West Ham, Ipswich, Leicester. Pretty good fixture run. Then they have United, Spurs, Forest, Newcastle. A pretty bad fixture run. So all in all, I would say that 8 Nouri is a good player to invest right now, but monitor his cards. If he gets a 40-hour card, a 50-hour card, sorry, he's out of the question. Then you have Tarkovsky, De Ligt, Milenkovic, we already discussed. Collins, Brentford, they went against Villa, Newcastle, Chelsea, Forest, Arsenal, and City, and then Liverpool, not a big fan of. Brighton is another team that I want to discuss. I thought that Veltman was going to be a pretty good player, and that's what I wanted to monitor here. Going into Brighton, what happened with Veltman? Was he out of the squad? Yeah, he's just not there. I don't know what happened, but he's just not in the squad, and that's a little bit worrying. So him being out makes it impossible for players to say go for it. Brighton are a team with the best fixture run defense-wise, in my opinion, up until Christmas, and I think that's where you want to keep them at bay. Fulham, Leicester, Palace, West Ham, Brentford. Like those three fixtures, I see at least one clean sheet. The issue with Brighton is they rotate more than City. If we go and check Brighton, for example, and start checking their defensive numbers, first of all, they are conceding like hell. They've kept clean sheet against Newcastle, and that's it. So here, it's Van Hecke, Igor, Estupinian, and Tariq. Then you go to Bournemouth fixture. It's Veltman, Van Hecke, Igor, Julio, and Estupinian. So Veltman here was playing, now he's gone. I don't know what's happening. The issue with going with Estupinian is that they have a player called Kadioglu, who is a left back and is soon on the horizon. Then moving into here, Estupinian, yeah, so Van Hecke is a player that is pretty much nailed on. But yeah, here Kadioglu, is he playing as a right back? Is he playing as a right wing? Where did he play? Number 24. More like as a, basically as a right-sided midfielder. So he might be an option to go in midfield as well. Then moving here, so Van Hecke, did he play here? Yes, of course he played. Here Dunk was out. Yeah. Then moving into the Wolves game, I'm skipping the FPL Cup as I'm not sure what's going to happen. Kadioglu once again played as a right wing. Who is out? To monitor. So João Pedro is out. That's a big miss. Welbeck, he played? Yes. So the only big miss here was Pedro. But now Ruter is playing on the right. Then we move to Newcastle, where they won. And here Kadioglu plays as a left back. But Estupinian was just coming off from an injury, I think. Kadioglu... No, he was there, but they are rotated. So, and Van Hecke here is out. So, I think the only nailed player in that defense is Van Hecke. And if you're looking for someone, I think Van Hecke is the solid option. I don't think he's getting a lot of clean sheets. And he has only 2 clean sheets so far, but all we know they have 3, so he has been part in 2 out of the 3. But honestly, the defenders are awful this year. You cannot go for anyone. Next up on the wish list, moving into the fixture difficulty rating, we skip Brighton, we skip Brentford. Bournemouth are a team that I might be a little bit interested into. Ipswich, West Ham, Palace, Fulham, Everton. So here a guy like Kerkes does the job brilliantly. He can attack, he can defend, he can do a lot of things. I know he faces Spurs, but still, he's a solid defender. Looking at Bournemouth and looking at how they're playing, they're not keeping a clean sheet as well, apart from against Arsenal, I think. But Kerkes here, you have Zabarni, you have Senesi. Then you once again have Smith, Zabarni, Senesi, Kerkes. Smith, Zabarni, Senesi, Kerkes. So you know that they're playing in that formation. Araujo, who is injured, Zabarni, Senesi, Kerkes. So you know that Kerkes, Senesi and Zabarni are always there. Looking at Zabarni, 4.4, he is an option. And Senesi, he is expensive, 4.8, he is not an option. So my favorite options so far are Van Hecke in the cheap option. So in the expensive, it's Virgil, Arsenal defenders and Gvardiol. Then you move to the cheaper ones, it's Van Hecke, then it's Kerkes. Moving down the line, Brentford, a no-go. Viewer, a no-go in my opinion. Chelsea, I already own the keeper, but if you're not owning the keeper, Gusto and Cowell are the 2 best options. Like, you can go for them. Palace, hard no-go. Everton, no. Fulham, no. Ipswich, Davis is okay, but it's okay. Leave Davis, I don't think it's worth considering right now. Leicester, a brand new manager. Until they settle, they move into that bad fixture run, and it's a no-go. Liverpool, if you can afford Van Dijk, once again, pick him. If you cannot and want to wait and see who is his partner. City, until game week 17, a no-go. You can argue that you can go for a player like Rico Willis if you want to do it and set up for the future, but City are awful at the moment, so I wouldn't touch any of their players. And around game week 18, you can safely invest there if they're better. United, next 3, sorry, no. Newcastle, I already own a defender. Lewis Howe is one of the favorites that I can go for, but specifically in Game Week 14 isn't hard no-go. Forest, nope. Southampton, nope. Spurs, only Poro, but currently nope. Wolves I own, and the other team that I'm willing to invest is West Ham. Looking at the West Ham team and looking how they're playing, they have been keeping 2 clean sheets in a row, which is a pretty impressive number considering. So they have Aaron Wan-Bissaka and Palmieri. Looking here, Palmieri, Wan-Bissaka. Looking then, Wan-Bissaka, Palmieri. Looking at the other fixture, Palmieri, Wan-Bissaka. I can safely say that they are playing with Wan-Bissaka. 4.4, goal, assist, no assist so far, but a goal, and Emerson. 4.4 as a defender, assist last time around, 90 minutes left, right and center, or he's getting subbed off early, which can be an ideal thing for you to keep the points without losing the points. Wan-Bissaka, to be fair, has been subbed off around the same time. So yeah, my favorite players so far, as mentioned, are Van Dijk, who can you go for. Then it is Saliba / Gabriel. If you don't own Timber, so Timber is my favorite. Van Dijk, Gabriel or Saliba. Expensive Gvardiol, probably not. In the cheap ones, Van Hecke, Cowell is an option. You can go for Kerkes. You can go for 8 Nuri, of course. You can go for Howe. Or you can go for Emerson, Palmieri or Wan-Bissaka. I know it's pretty dangerous, especially if you own already Fabianski, if you're willing to get Bowen. But if you're looking for a cheap defender to just slide into the team and help you afford the rest of the squad, I think that's the guy. And I think that you can do some serious damage with a West Ham defender and you can rotate pretty well. If you go to FPL team and we put our ID, which is this one, let's copy, let's paste it, So then we sell Konate, who is not yet flagged, but let's say we go for Emerson, Palmieri. It's going to be easy. So Emerson against Leicester. I think Leicester can fight back with Van Nistelrooy, but they are going to need time. So next week we are moving like that. Howe can once again stay on the bench. Then game week 16. So Emerson here is on the bench. Ipswich, Crystal Palace and Leicester. Then you go here. It's pretty bad fixture overrun, but you have a Southampton. And then you are in game week 19 where you face your first issues. But here I think it's too far away and you have players to rotate and you have issues around the team and you're going to be able to resolve them. I would probably keep a player like Howe because, yeah, and then I'm going to sell either Emerson or 8 Nuri, depending where I have value, and I'm going to bring someone from a team or another team, Prem Forest will back into the frame, so I'll have options. So yeah, for sure, one of the best options in my opinion is Emerson, Palmieri or Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Kerkes is a good option, Cowell is a good option if you don't own a Chelsea defender, but the best 2 options are Timber and Van Dijk. Those for me are the best of the best. If you have the money, just go for it. And that would leave me with 1.2, which I can safely invest. For example, if I go for Saka here, I will need to sell, for example, Mbumu for someone, and I have Saka, Watkins, Isaac, and someone else. I'm not selling Mbumu for now, but I can. So yeah, Saka can be an option. I have a lot of things to consider, but Emerson, Palmieri for sure is one of the top guys that I would consider, and the fixture run is going better and better for their team, and I have options in defense, so all in all, a pretty amazing setup. It has been a long video for so small amount of information, but still I think it's good to have preparation and to have availability. So yeah, you can guess by the title, I found replacement for Konate. I'm doing my early team selection, and I want you to subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed the video and want to see more from me, because I'm trying to reach as high as possible and to many people as possible. I want to give a special shout out to Jamie, who today was one of the most active viewers on the stream, and a special thanks to Florin, who gifted 10 memberships to random viewers before he was even a member. So shout out to Florin. If you want to become a member, you can see the perks down in the description. It's going to be a good thing to add more and more people to that membership part, as we're wanting to expand the community even more. Thank you for watching, thank you for being part of the community, and I hope to see you soon with more FPL content and UCL fantasy content. We're going to be a little bit on a hold for a bit because a lot of FPL content will be coming your way, but I'm going to sneak in one video, so yeah, stay tuned, be prepared, and I hope to see you soon with more content. But for now guys, I'll be heading out. Bye.